crew. Welcome to today's live where I'm going to share with you some latest Instagram and Facebook updates. Every now and again, I like to do a little bit of a scan of things that are going on in Facebook and Instagram world and find out what the new things are and share them with you guys. So you can work out when you see new things, what they mean, whether there's a new feature and if you can utilize it, or just if there's something new and it's like, oh, well, that's not really relevant to me in my industry. I don't need to worry about that. So I just like to share these updates with you so you can make up your own decision as to whether it's beneficial for you or not, but it's just good to know. It's good to know if there's new features that you can utilize and, take advantage of. So I've got two Instagram new features for you. Excuse me. One Facebook, we've got some changes coming for groups. So whether you actually run a group or not, you can just listen to the updates regarding groups, because if you're actually in a group, and I'm sure you're all in a group of some capacity, you're probably in way too many groups than you should be. I do recommend actually every now and again to go through your groups and actually leave some of them, because it's amazing how many groups we join and then we even forget the names of the groups that we joined. Even in my communities, I have a few groups and people message me and go, which group was that in? I can't remember. So definitely leave groups that you're no longer active in. It's a good idea. So if we haven't met before, my name's Helen Martin. I'm your online crew captain. So this is just, I did it again. Hang on. I'm just actually going to press record on Instagram over here instead of just looking at my face in the screen. So how many times do I do this? Every single week. I have Instagram ready to go and I forget to press the live button. So hello, Instagram. You're just catching up here because I've pressed the play button. And hello again to those of you here on Facebook and YouTube. Normally my last live video of the week, I only broadcast in my free group, my social media group. But because I am talking about some Instagram updates, I thought it would be beneficial if I broadcast everywhere sort of today. So if we haven't met before, my name's Helen Martin. I'm your online crew captain, and this is just a little bit of fun for our online crew community here. If you're here, you're new to our community, let us know so we can embrace you. We have the most amazing online crew community here of home-based business owners, direct sellers, those in network marketers, entrepreneurs, anyone in a home-based business that wants to leverage social media and use modern online strategies to build your audience, build your influence, attract people to you so you can sell more of your stuff, or have more people join your team if you have a team. Does that sound good? Would you all like a bit more of that, a few more customers or people joining you in your team, or just making some more sales? Isn't that what we all want? So learning how to leverage social media in a way that benefits you is basically what we talk about here. So hello, everybody. It's been a weird week because I haven't been here. I went away with my hubby for the first 2 days that I would normally go live. I was trying to go live just to show you the beautiful villa that we were in, and it wouldn't connect. I had 1 bar of internet. It took me 20 minutes to send some photos through to say, I can't go live. So yeah, we just went away for a couple of days. It's really important in this social media journey. Social media can be exhausting. Who's felt that? Have you experienced that? All the things, trying to be in all the places, learn all the things. Social media can be exhausting. And every now and again, don't feel guilty about taking time out. Just don't disappear for too long. If you disappear for weeks on end from social media, that might be a bit of a story with your algorithm and your reach and things like that. But it really does need to be, at least about a month before you're going to have a really detrimental effect on your reach and engagement and all those kind of things. So don't feel bad for stepping away from social media every now and again. But back to topic. Before I get back to topic, did you know the video challenge, the next round, is open? The link is above in the description. I don't think I put the link in Instagram, sorry. It's helenmartinonline.com/video. So let me put that up for you for a second. If you go here, you can register for our free 14-day video challenge that is starting on November 22nd. But get in early. Get yourself organized. There's already videos in there that you can watch and take your time and get organized, because I can tell who doesn't watch my videos because they do all the things wrong that I tell them in the videos not to do. So get in early, invite your friends, get as many people in as you can, because one, it's free. If you don't know the impact of what these video challenges can do for you, your life, your confidence, and your business, and your algorithm and your reach, go and watch Laurie's interview, my interview with Laurie from yesterday. So if you don't really know the benefit of what a video challenge can do for you, just scroll down the page and go to the video yesterday where I interviewed a winner for our last round, Laurie Andrus, and hear what she has to say about it. You want to be on the next challenge. Okay, so how is everyone? We've got Cheryl, Cherie, Andrew, Debbie. Appreciate the updates. Things are always changing. I'm not sure who that comment is. That means you're watching from my group. So just click the StreamYard link at the bottom of the description of the live, and then I'll be able to see who you are. Hey, Laurie, how are you? We've got Beth. What are you saying there? See, guys, even the great Helen Martin muffs it up. And she smiles and just keeps going. Anybody can go live and do this. Who cares? We're human. The more mistakes you make, the more relatable you are actually to your audience, because no one's perfect. Well, last time I checked, no one's perfect. You might be, but I am certainly not. So we've got Rafael. How are you? Great to see you on. Good to see everyone here. Okay, let me get into it. So Instagram. 2 new changes. Have you seen them? You should all have them, because these are global. Sometimes when I mention the updates of what they are, some of you have them and some of you don't. I still don't have Facebook Reels in Australia yet. I'm hanging out from that, and I know a lot of you do now. But I do believe these 2 Instagram ones are global. So the first one is, and I'm not sure I'll use this one too much. One of them I will, definitely. But this first one, I'm just still trying to work out how it would be beneficial to me. But they're stories, okay? These are Instagram stories updates. The first one, and I'll show you on my spare phone here, if you can see it. I've just taken like a picture of myself in my stories just before we went live, because they're 2 features. So the first one is, once you've taken your story, whatever that is, if you're uploading a photo or you're taking a selfie of yourself, something like that, and you go to the stickers. So you go to the stickers, and this is a new one. Can you see it? I've got to try to coordinate phones here. Add yours. Okay. Check to see whether you've got that. I think you should all have that. So when I click on add yours, see what happens. So on top of my story, it says write a prompt, and then it's got pictures of faces. Okay. What this feature enables you to do is ask other people to interact with your story with their version of something. So you can put a story up of, I could say, the first thing that's come to mind, it's business related, but it's just an example. I could take a picture of me and Harley. Okay, so Harley's my pug, if you didn't know, my beautiful little pug. So I could take a picture of Harley, and I could put up here, who's your pet or something like that. Like I could actually write that in there. So how many characters do we get? Who's your pet? Right, that fit. Okay. Then somebody watching my story is going to see that. I can resize it. See that on my story. Can you see that? Instagram, can you see that there? Okay. Who's your pet? What's your pet? Something like that. And so somebody who comes across my story can press add yours, and they can take their picture of their pet, and it's actually going to appear. Can you see that arrow there? The more people that add to it, their faces are going to appear in that white box when future people watches my story. So let's say 4 or 5 people interact with my story and add their picture, then those people's faces are going to appear here. And so you could click on my story, click on the white box, and all those people's faces are going to come up on a screen, and you can click on any one of their stories. So it's really interactive. It's a bit of a weird one. It's a bit of a different one. I don't know whether you use it very much, but it's intriguing. So if you see someone's story with that sticker on it that says add yours, now you know what it means. Okay. So do you think you'll use that one for anything? I mean, just have a play with it. It could be anything of add yours. But if you see that on a story and it says add yours, now at least you know what it means. Okay. The next one I love, so I'm just going to get rid of that in my trash can there. Okay. So I've still got my picture up on the stories. This was a feature in Instagram stories that only people with 10,000 followers had the privilege of, and now it's global. It's available to everyone. So have any of you had a look on your phone? Have you got the add yours? Would love to know. This is the other one. So I've taken my picture. Okay, go back to stickers, and this is the one with link. Okay, if I click link, you're probably not going to see that very well up in Instagram there, Facebook here, and YouTube. So you can now put the URL link. Now, this was only ever available to people with 10,000 followers or more. So it was a really exclusive feature to have. And now it's global. You should have it. Check and let me know if you've got it. So how would you use this? Do you have a Facebook group that you could lead people to? I could put a story up here, and I will do, to my video challenge, and I can have a link in there going, straight to the sign up link for my next video challenge. Okay, you can have a link for anything that's a URL link. So if you don't know what a URL link is, if you go to Google and it's the web address at the top, that's a URL address. So it has to be something that leads somewhere on the internet. You all have the capacity for that now, as long as you've got that feature, and I think you all should have. So this is gold. I wouldn't necessarily recommend you go straight to your company website. You might need a bit more discussion as to, what somebody might want before you get to that stage, but you could lead it from Instagram to anywhere else with a URL link. So that is awesome. So who's excited about that one? I think for Instagram, for everybody to be able to have that feature now is a really good thing. So think about that strategically. Where can you send people? What do you have a URL link for that you would like to send people to? You can use that now as long as you've got that feature. Okay? I know, Rafa. Thank you. Okay, so have we got that? You spoke to Zuckerberg and he will send reels in Australia soon. Thanks for that. Appreciate that. Okay, so that's a really good one. So that's Instagram. Now let's talk about Facebook. Really, really interesting. Facebook is shutting down its facial recognition features. So have you ever come across a post where Facebook is automatically recognized from the face and it's gone to sort of tag somebody because of the facial recognition in a post that you've put, or you've been recognized in somebody else's post and Facebook has sent you a notification that you may appear in somebody else's post? Do you want to tag yourself? Facial recognition is a thing of the past. They're canning it completely. So I don't think it'll really affect you as much, apart from you're not going to be recognizable in posts like you have been in the past, maybe to be tagged in things, because they're removing the facial recognition. I'm not sure if you've heard of these news stories, but they got sued by, where was it? There was a class action lawsuit in Illinois. They had to pay $650 million settlement to do with their facial recognition infringements. And there was another one that they had to settle $5 billion with the FTC in 2019 because of facial recognition issues within Facebook. So facial recognition is going away completely. Okay, so it won't really affect you in how you do your business or anything like that. But just know that that's something that's absolutely going away. And there's been lots of problems for Facebook sort of around that. Okay, so the last one I want to share with you, and that's a hell of a lot of money. Would you like to be sued for 650 million? And then on top of that, or before that, 5 billion. It just goes to show how much Facebook must be making to be able to settle these, class action lawsuits and still survive. I'm sure most of us wouldn't survive if we were being sued for that amount of money. Okay, who's running a group, in a group? Surely you're all in a group of some sort. There's lots of changes coming for groups. So just going to quickly run through what a lot of those are. Okay. There's going to be, groups are going to look a little bit different. Going to give groups custom colors. So they're going to be able to look a little bit different. Admins of groups are going to, you do actually get a little color option now, but the whole look of groups, like color wise, and having your own custom colors is going to be something coming. You'll be able to select your own fonts. So if you want all your posts to be in italics or some kind of particular font, you're going to be able to choose that, which is interesting. You'll be able to select a particular emoji for your group, which people will use to respond. So if you're in a butterfly group and there's a butterfly emoji, you can set that for the entire group. So we're going to be able to customize groups, with all these little sort of features. Admins will be able to set particular formats of their posts and badges that they want in the group. So we're really going to be able to customize groups a lot more than we can now. There's going to be, I think this is a good one, this automated, you can set up this order, and this is a photo of a photo, so excuse the quality of this, but my photos are on the phone that I'm using to broadcast on Instagram at the moment. So I took a photo from my spare phone of my camera roll because this hasn't synced with that, because this hasn't been backed up. You don't need to know the rest. So this is a photo of a photo. But have a look at this. How cool will this be when you join a new group? So hopefully you can see this. Can you see a little picture up the top? The person's, so I'm just trying to cover Instagram up there, and then Facebook and YouTube here. So welcome, Evan. Evan's photograph, nice picture at the top, and there's a little customized message to that person. So imagine popping that up when you join a group, that you'll get a message like that, and it'll be a customized message for whatever the group admins want to let you know. So there might be rules, or there might be features, or there might be a direction. Go to guide 1 and see this, or whatever. I think that's a pretty cool idea coming for groups. What do you think? I think that's a nice personal touch. So this whole emphasis on creating community, and senses of community in groups, is obviously still on the forefront of Zuckerberg's mind. Okay. They're increasing the tagging limit in groups to 500. I don't think I've ever tagged any more than nowhere near 500 anyway. So if that's important to you, that might be a good thing for you, but I'm not sure how many people tag more than 500 people in a group in a post. But they're increasing the tagging limit to 500, so you know. They're bringing in community awards. This one's a little bit different. This is brand new for groups, and you're not going to be able to visually see this very well, but it'll give you a little bit of an idea of what it means. Can you see here, firstly up here on Instagram, there is a screen at the bottom that says awards. This will be a little bit fuzzy, so just take in what you can. So there's comments happening in the group behind, and then there's these awards. So you can swipe up this feature called Community Awards, and you can award somebody's post with these awards. So can you see what they say? Sorry, Instagram, you're getting the raw deal up there, but let me read them out to you. Insightful, uplifting, informative with a picture of a brain, fun with a picture of a rabbit coming out of a hat, relevant, and positive vibes. So that was insightful, uplifting, informative, fun, relevant, and positive vibes. So pull up that screen in a group in time to come, and this is called Community Awards. So you can actually allocate one of these awards to a particular post in a group. So it's just creating that, community feel, giving people awards for their posts, being nice, uplifting, and encouraging. So that's pretty cool. I thought that was quite fun. And did I take a photo of that one? Yeah, I did. They're going to introduce subgroups in groups. So within a group, like my social media group, which some of you might be watching from right now, we've got guides that have got particular topics. So if you want to learn more about personal branding, there's a guide in my social media group called Personal Branding. If like social media updates, there's a guide that you can go to. There's also another guide regarding Instagram. So when I do my Facebook lives, we allocate my live video to those guides. So if you're looking for a particular topic, you can go to my social media group, look at those guides and get some information. So they could be classed, I guess, as subgroups. So this is a totally unrelated to what we do, but this is the picture that Facebook gave. So this is a pet group. Now, this is also going to be fuzzy again, but if you look underneath the heading, see where it says chats and subgroups, rooms, and events. So the features are going to change, and you're going to be able to have chat groups that lead to Messenger within the group, and you can have subgroups within the groups. So I don't exactly know how the subgroups are going to work, but you could lead people to a subgroup of what you do. So I guess I could potentially lead somebody to a subgroup on personal branding, maybe. I'm not sure. So I'm not exactly sure how the subgroups is going to work, but it enables people with big groups that talk about lots of topics within one particular topic to link people off to subgroups on a particular topic. So it enables people to, I guess, maybe get to information that they want quicker rather than sorting through a whole plethora of information in the one group. So that could be a really good thing for groups moving forward. What do you guys think about that one? So that's subgroups. And there was, hang on, getting my notes here. The other thing in groups is you probably know in groups, if you run one or you're in one, that you can go to like an announcements tab. In some groups, it's called featured. So some groups are called announcements. Other groups, it's called featured instead of announcements, depending on your group. And as an admin of those groups, we can pin things to the announcement or featured, and they're going to appear first. But they only appear in the order that you pin them. You can't change them. So what they're changing in groups is they're going to allow the admins to change the order of the featured and the announcement post. So that's pretty good for group admins in that you can showcase what you want and change the order of your sort of pinned posts, I guess is how you can put it. And there's some kind of, haven't quite worked this one out yet, they're combining a page and a group experience that you can switch between one and the other and if they're related. So I did see a graphic, but I didn't quite make sense of it. So I guess watch that space. This is all new things coming to groups, but somehow they're going to combine the page and the group experience if they're linked. So you'll be able to swipe from one to the other or something along those lines. So I guess watch that space until we know more about that. And the interesting one with the whole metaverse rebranding of Facebook and all the rest of it is where they're headed virtually. And they want us to be able to connect in the future through virtual experiences. So who knows what that's going to look like in the future, but it's one of that. And I've even mentioned it in groups that we will be able to have virtual experiences within the group in the future. So there's lots of interesting things, coming our way in relation to groups, in relation to virtual experiences, all the things that I've mentioned here today. So some of those might be relevant to you, some of those won't. Those of you on Instagram, use the links feature, absolutely. You could play around with the add yours feature. And those of you with groups or the in-groups, if you see things changing or you suddenly get a welcome message, you'll know what it's all about. And for admins of groups, we've got some great things coming. Whether you have a group or not, you may not now, but somewhere in the future you might have, and that's your chance to grow an amazing, community of your own and tribe. So is that interesting? Is that helpful? Do you guys like knowing sort of what's coming, what's already here? I'd love to get your feedback on whether you find this interesting or not. I do for some reason. It's like, oh, what's new? What can I utilize? Oh, what's that? Maybe I can use that feature. And it's always good when there's new features to, if you can utilize them, to jump on them because of the reach that you get out of them, especially like something like Facebook Reels when it's new. If you've got the feature for Facebook Reels, you want to use them like you're using Instagram Reels. Anything that's relatively new will always get more organic reach and you'll get more exposure from. So if it's relative to you and it's something you can adopt, you definitely want to do that. Okay. So love the new stuff from Tabitha. Imagine if our amazing crew could all meet up virtually. Who knows what's going to happen in the future, Cheryl? Absolutely love it. Thanks, Rafael. Hello, Merla, how are you? I do. That's extremely interesting stuff to know. I can't wait for some of them. And Cherie, yes, it's great to get updates. Much appreciate your sharing and pointing them out. My pleasure. So this is my last live for the week. It seems a bit strange because I had the interview with Laurie yesterday and today's live, but because I was away earlier in the week, I feel like I haven't really talked to you much this week. But we will be back next week. And don't forget, it's still on the screen on Facebook, helenmartinonline.com/video. Get ready for our video challenge on, it's free. I said I wasn't going to do them for free again. And the last one I did, and here I am doing it free again. Invite all your friends along. A great way to increase your interaction, increase your organic reach, make some friends around the world. It's just such a cool, fun experience to join in on. So get yourself in the group now. Okay, so have an amazing weekend. We're almost there. And I will look forward to seeing you guys normal time, normal week next week. I won't be away. I'll be here ready to serve our amazing online crew community. So thanks for being here with me today, guys. I'll catch you next week. Bye.